The tea. This is going to be our first episode of 2016.
Yay!
We stopped recording because my computer was broken forever and I was going through some bullshit with my life, which you guys can go back 2 videos and watch that, and I will link it down below. But yeah, we're back with the tea. Me and Dani.
How you doing?
Long time no tea.
Long time no tea.
So, we worked real late last night. I think we both slept not as much as we should have. We actually ran into a subscriber last night.
Yay! Hi, Gia.
Hi!
Hi!
It was good to meet you, girl. You're a sweetheart. We're so happy to be back with you guys. I know that these videos are pretty informative. Pretty funny sometimes.
They've been really helpful for people.
From what we've heard. You get a little bit of flack from some people, but okay, bye.
Whatever.
Next. Okay, so to get on with our topic for the day, we are going to be talking about how trans women can be catty with one another. And how that affects our community and how other people see us and the interactions we have between each other.
Exactly.
And this is all based off of personal experience with trans women in our own community, and
so we're not saying all girls are like this,
but from what we've experienced with the trans women we interact with, it can be pretty catty. And I won't say that I'm completely, well, I won't say names, but I won't say that I'm completely not guilty of this either. There are points in time where I can be catty too. Everyone can be. And so can you, bitch. Don't make that damn face.
I feel like a lot of trans women, they enter womanhood and they realize that there is a whole community of, you know, beautiful, articulate, smart, driven, really, you know, like soul-searched kind of people, and they get jealous or they get insecure because they don't know if they can compete. And here's the thing, it's not a fucking competition. So, like, at the end of the day, we're equally great in our own rights, but, you know, I'm not paying attention to what she's doing. Like, if she's, you know, got her success and everything, then great, you know. We're both equally amazing people.
Yeah.
So.
And I think a lot of it has to do with passability. A lot of it has to do with who thinks they're prettier than who. And a lot of it has to do with just the kind of power dynamic that comes with being a very unique population of women. A lot of people tend to try to capitalize on the fact that we are a minority population, and the kind of interactions that they have with other trans women tends to be very competitive. And so it's a lot of like, who's prettier than who, and then that starts who's in charge of what, and who makes more money than whoever, and it just gets to the point where it's bad for the community.
I love your nose, who did it?
Yeah, like shit like that. We were at work the other day, and this one woman, where was she from? Miami or something? She came up to me, like, Venezuela, and she asked me, she's like, who did your nose? And I was like, my parents?
God.
DNA. She's like, no, that's not possible. You've had your nose done. Who did it? And your lips too. And I was like, no, this is all me. And she's like, whoa. And she was rude to me the rest of the fucking night. And so it's just shit like that. It's jealousy, and it's not good for our community, because other people see like this kind of duress and this arguing and this tension in our community, and then they're like, oh well, and then, trans women.
Yeah, and then they see girls going at each other's throats. over stupid shit, like who's the most prettiest, who's the most successful, who's got the better looking man, who makes the, you know, most money, and
yeah, and who has dirt on who.
Yeah.
Just extremely, extremely frustrating to me, because this is why I have very few friends who are trans women. It just is draining. And I like to surround my people. I like to surround myself. I like to surround my people. Surround myself with people who are successful in their own right and push me to be a better me, or push like a part of me that I lack to be better, or, you know, just like building off. I mean, that's why I only have like 2 best friends, or 3 friends in general. It's just like, well, you're one of them. So it's just like, it's really frustrating to me, because I want to be friends with more trans women. I want to surround myself with a community of strong women who've been through a similar process, but have different stories.
And I think a lot of that is put to the side burner because a lot of trans women focus on image.
Yeah.
And a lot of trans women focus on passability. And instead of having like a legit conversation about like transitioning, they, you know, some of them just want to talk about like, oh, well, you know, you're really pretty. You're so fortunate. And like, yeah, I know I'm fortunate to be the way that I am, but how about we talk about things that helps propel our community forward? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if we get stuck in the rut of talking about how pretty we are, or what surgeries we want, or like, we can't let ourselves get stuck in that superficial place. Like, one of our friends last night said she wants us to, and she meant like the 3 of us, to just go out and experience culture and experience art and experience art. And she said, I want to show people that trans women are more than just an image. I want to show them that we're interested in sports, we're interested in health, we're interested in, you know, science and culture. And it's just like, yes, that's what we need to do, and we can't do that if we're constantly
roadblocking each other.
Roadblocking and being catty and preventing, you know, instead of getting at each other's throats and being these, not enemies, but just this tension in each other's lives. If we all band together and used our strengths, imagine the things we could accomplish. Especially with this election year coming up. Come on, y'all. And people are always talking about trans women are the most abused population, especially trans women of color. Trans people are often the most, have the most occurrences of homelessness. Trans people are often, for suicide and for unemployment and for, like, all of these things. If we band together and stop being such bitches to each other, we could actually support one another and build businesses owned by trans people and provide jobs for other trans people and run organizations to provide housing for LGBT youth.
And serve in government.
Exactly. Like, we as trans people need to aspire to be more than just pretty. We need to be smart. We need to be successful. And pretty is good too. If that's what you want to do with your life, that's fine. But don't make that be the center of everyone's world.
Yeah, even models like Andrea Peggy and Carmen Carrera, they're very gorgeous. And Isis King, Laverne Cox, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Candace Kane. They're all incredibly beautiful women, but they're all really articulate, really intelligent,
and doing something.
Really real people.
So it's just frustrating.
Yes.
And I don't want to bring up a problem without trying to provide a solution as well. What are some ways that you think we could fix that?
I don't know, like one of the ways is this video for sure, creating a dialogue. and, you know, including more girls in our circle.
Mm-hmm. I think a big thing is
just hitting the nail on the head when someone does something that seems kind of catty.
Amen. I was looking the other day, I started volunteering at one of the trans groups in this city that we live in, and they have social groups and every so often, but there's not really, I mean, maybe there's like 1 or 2 a week, and then there's this, and then I looked up like trans groups in Minneapolis, and for trans women, I think there was one, and it was a very, very specific group. And so it was like LGBT groups in Minneapolis, and it was like lesbians, gay, bisexual, asexual, like leather communities, all these different social groups, but there was like, I think there was only one trans group, and it may have been trans men.
Probably.
So there's no place for trans women to get together in an organized group and build relationships and build communities. So that's something that I personally would love to do in the future.
We can call it Ladies Who Lunch.
Ladies Who Lunch.
And we can have lunch.
Or something. But
like a summit.
Yeah, you guys let us know.
Trans fabulousness.
A trans fabulous luncheon. You guys let us know what you think are some good solutions for this. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of The Tea, first episode of 2016.
Oh yeah, and if you have any suggestions or ideas for topics that you want us to cover, please comment and let us know in the down bar. We've done quite a few of these videos, so we've covered everything from just like daily life to like romance, jobs, to Caitlyn Jenner.
Next.
But let us know if you have any interesting or, you know, unique needs that you want us to address in like a video.
Yeah, or any topics that we have covered that you want us to redo that are older videos.
We can update.
We can always update. I know we've got a lot of questions about dating. We've gotten a lot of questions about romance and breakup and all of that. So we've done many videos about that, but we can certainly do more because we've both been through quite a bit romantically in this last year. And I think we've both grown and learned from that. So if you guys want to see an updated relationship video, we can do that.
For sure.
But other than that, I will leave both my social media information and channel information in the comment bar, and Dani's as well. Don't forget to visit her channel, Dani Marie Wagner. She will be doing her Friday flips and flops.
And I have a first impression review of the new Wet n Wild spring collection that I'm going to be posting, as well as a wing eyeliner tutorial. So teaching you how to do that.
And I do have a giveaway going on till March 8th. And then I also have a makeup haul that I will be loading in the next day or two. So
makeup haul.
Keep an eye out for all of our videos coming up. And thank you guys so much for watching. We love you very much. And we will see you next time.